Hello and welcome. I'm just going to work on pretty much editing this. It is a speed edit. I actually worked on the artwork a while ago and did the majority of the editing. I think it was last weekend, right around, whatever, it's March now. One of these days I do need to design an entry logo, all that good stuff. But I figured I would just catch up with everyone and share a little of my process. So anyway, for those who don't know, my name is Sheila. I am an artist who loves to work in watercolor, digital. I also craft. I make, shrink-a-dink pens, coloring books. I have a lot of coloring books out. I'm eventually going to finish with my 2019 anthology. There's a couple of things that'll have to go into that, like the program. I currently can't get the program. It's about $30-40, so I have to kind of wait to do that for when I'm actually fully ready. I still have more stuff to clean up. So anyway, this particular piece is a Ragdoll piece I drew many years ago. I made it into a coloring page. That coloring page is actually available in my Fairy Fur Babies coloring book. So if you haven't seen that, that is on Amazon. It is also available in digital format as a PDF. You can download it from Etsy. And actually my prices aren't too bad on Etsy either. This particular one, I received a request for this piece to be used for a kind of like a little logo sponsored thing for Happy Cats Haven. Many years ago, about 2013 or so, I did put some artwork at Happy Cats for one of their events. It was a lot of my fairy cats, a lot of paintings and prints basically. And I kind of just forgot about it for a lot of years, but thankfully they went ahead and they sold them out. That means all the donations got to go to Happy Cats, which I'm very happy for. In January, around the 17th, those who know me know I lost my Zoe. She was about 11 to 12 years old, but she had mammary cancer. She's really hard to talk about. She was just like my little soulmate. So in her memory, I've been working to, I wanted to donate time to Happy Cats, but it's still really hard for me to be around other cats other than, of course, our Sigrid. So I'm not quite ready for that. And I think I have a paranoia about bringing home illnesses or germs to Sigrid. I really want another kitten, but I'm still not ready either. Anyway, so this particular piece, I decided I just want to donate it to them, and I was going to work on the artwork for it and color it and hopefully get it done in time. What their event is, or their thing is basically, is they are working to get donations that help support their special needs kitties, like diabetics and things like that. I'll try to give you some information and links for them down below. You can tell my voice is a little rough today. I've had a really bad headache since December 16th. It was about a month into sleeping on the floor with Zoe in the bathroom. I slept with her every night. I may have done something with my neck. I already had occipital neuralgia, but it had been a while since I dealt with it this bad. They're kind of like migraines, but different. They can be triggered. I still get migraines on top of that, but Botox helps a lot with those. So that's kind of where we are right now. So anyway, I was working on this one. This one is painted in Photoshop. I did the wings in the colors of the Happy Cats logo. So that's kind of what you see me doing here. Normally I just lay in my colors and then I blend them out with a tiny little tool. I do tend to go a little easy route when it comes to like wings and things. I like gradients. And so that's what I kind of did here. I had to fill in a lot of spaces that were going too white. Yeah, my voice is really rough today. Sorry about that, guys. I haven't really talked a lot. As far as my day has gone itself, I've been working on getting a lot of my stuff up on Etsy. I I rediscovered Shrinky Dinks, and I've been hand drawing those. I designed a few. I've been tracing them onto the paper, coloring them with my Prismacolors, and then just working on making them into pins and earrings and necklaces. I even designed a narwhal that's going to be available later. It generally takes about, I'd say, 1 to 3 days to do the Dimensional Magic ceiling. I'll probably eventually move to resin, just not yet. I have to make sure that they're going to move into new homes fast enough to make that expense worth that. And then I'm making them in like little sets and things like that. I'll provide a few links down below so you can check those out on my Etsy. The kitty cat, I worked this one up in this color scheme for Happy Cats, and then I changed the colors a little bit, you'll see that at the end, and put them up on my Redbubble shop. So I love to create. A lot of people seem to like the work. I suffer from what a lot of artists do. It's called, I'm not advertising probably enough, my artwork's not moving, but I still love creating it. With my headaches, I've missed a lot of work just because I've been in too much pain, which is also why I'm behind on my coloring book stuff. And the shrink stuff is really just something for me to help relax. It's not as stressful as sitting at a computer. It doesn't put as much strain on my neck. I can work in smaller periods of time. It's like I can trace and color a couple of them and then do something else for a little while. Or I can go back and I can fill in like the Dimensional Magic to make them a little puffy, and it kind of domes up, makes them all glossy. And then of course it takes about 3 days after I put the pins on the back for the E6000 to cure. You can see I changed the eyes a little on this one, cleared some things out. But yeah, so it takes several days to make them, and then I just put them up on my Etsy. I went ahead and designed some backing cards. I'll eventually upgrade that process too and probably send things to print. But right now I'm just printing them on my home printer, which is just a very basic Canon printer, black and white. I have a color printer, but I don't have ink for it, so I use it for my scanner only. But anyway, so this is this little guy, little girl, whatever you want to call her. And I'm almost done with the wings on this part. At least I'm starting to add in that texturing. And these are just a few little like splatters, stuff like that. I try to be careful what brushes and things I try to use. I don't want to accidentally step on any toes. But this, I wanted kind of like a graffiti paint splatter feel to them. Kind of like denim, actually. Reminds me of the acid washed, bleached out looking denim we used to have way back when. In February I turned 45, so that shows how dated I am a little bit. But this part I fought with too. Just, you have no idea. The eyes are not the right size. I've been working on that more, but there's a slight difference. Not quite perfect. And so it took me a long time figuring out how do I want to do the catch light to the eyes. I was just not happy. A lot of zooming in, a lot of zooming out, trying to place them. I didn't keep all that footage because it would have driven you guys crazy. I've also worked on a few other pieces that I'm not ready to share yet. I've just got so many coloring pages I need to catch up on. So much housework to catch up on. I went through a lot of stuff with Tiki Karazoe and neglected a lot of stuff. So there's just a lot to do. And not a lot of energy to do it because of the pain in my head. And the rest of the time I'm just enjoying spending with Justin. So anyway, you can find me on Redbubble, on Etsy, Amazon, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I don't really go there, and WordPress. That's where my blog is. So anyway, enjoyed spending time with you guys, and you have a wonderful rest of your day. I always thought that was a silly saying, but please do. Enjoy.